Listen carefully, there's something most men completely miss. This isn't about games, it's not about tactics, it's not about tricks. It starts with understanding yourself. Women don't chase confusion, they chase clarity. If that sentence hits, subscribe now. We're going deep today. Let's begin with something uncomfortable. You've probably tried everything, working harder, looking better, saying the right things, and still, nothing really changed. That's because the truth isn't where you've been looking. It's not about becoming someone else, it's about becoming real. Female psychology isn't mysterious, it's logical, but not in the way most men think. Women don't chase status the way you imagine. They chase stability, not the kind you buy, the kind you are. Most men confuse external success with internal character. You can have money, looks, achievements, but if you're fragmented inside, she knows. Women have an incredible radar for this. They sense desperation, they sense inconsistency, they sense a man playing a role. And when they feel that, they pull away. Not because you weren't good enough, but because you weren't real. Here's where everything changes. Stop trying to be attractive. Start being honest. That sounds simple, it's not. Honesty means looking at yourself fully, not the version you tell yourself at night, the real version, the one with fears, weaknesses, insecurities. Every man has them. The difference is what you do with them. Some men hide, some men fight them, some men accept them. Acceptance is where power lives. This is where female psychology shifts. When a woman sees a man who accepts himself, something changes in her nervous system. She feels safe, not safe from him, safe with him. That distinction matters. A man hiding who he is creates tension. She never knows who she's really dealing with. Her mind stays alert, scanning, questioning. That's exhausting. But a man who is comfortable in his own skin does the opposite. His calm spreads. His stability invites relaxation. She doesn't have to perform either. This is attraction at its deepest level. Not surface excitement, not chemistry alone, psychological safety, feeling seen and safe at the same time. That's rare. Most men don't offer that. They offer performance, entertainment, temporary excitement. Those fade quickly. Realness doesn't. Think about the men women actually pursue. Not the ones they date out of convenience, the ones they actively chase. What do those men have in common? Certainty, not arrogance. Certainty. An arrogant man needs validation. He's loud because he's insecure. A certain man already validated himself. He's not seeking approval. He's open to partnership. Women feel this difference instantly. It changes how she perceives everything about you. But here's where it gets deeper. Female psychology is tied to survival. On a biological level, she's constantly asking questions beneath the surface. Can this man handle pressure? Can he stay grounded when things go wrong? Will he collapse or remain solid? She doesn't ask these out loud. Her body asks them automatically. That's why confidence matters. Not fake confidence, not forced confidence, real confidence, the kind that comes from knowing your values and living them. When you know what you stand for, something shifts. You stop chasing approval. You stop monitoring her reactions. You stop reshaping yourself to match her mood. And paradoxically, that's when she starts leaning in. Female psychology responds to direction, not ego, stability. It signals safety. It signals you won't blame her for your emotions. You won't fall apart if she has a bad day. Without this, nothing else matters. You can be attractive, successful, charming, but if she feels internal chaos, her body will keep distance. She'll pull away before she can explain why. Now let's talk about what happens when you get this right. When you're genuinely secure, something remarkable happens. You stop being needy, especially in the subtle ways that matter most. You stop over-explaining, stop convincing, stop proving. You simply exist. And that's magnetic. Women are attracted to men who don't need them. Not cold men, not unavailable men, whole men, men who choose, not depend. That self-respect is powerful because if she's with you, it's a choice, not a requirement, not a dependency. That's what women chase. Men who add to their life, not men who drain it. Most men never understand this part. They think attraction is about making her feel special. So they chase, they pursue, they overgive, they prove, and it backfires because she feels what's underneath the effort, the need, the hunger, the quiet desperation for validation. Female psychology reads that instantly, not as kindness, not as devotion, but as weakness, not moral weakness, psychological weakness. And here's the part that hurts most men to hear. If you don't value yourself, she can't value you either. That's not cruelty, that's biology. Men who are constantly seeking approval signal that they don't trust themselves. And if you don't trust yourself, why should she? This is where many men get angry and confused. They say women like toxic men. They say women don't want nice guys. They say women play games. That's not the truth. Toxic men get one thing right by accident. They don't seek validation from women. They're self-contained, sometimes unhealthy, sometimes reckless, but internally they're not asking for permission to exist. And that's what works, not the toxicity, but the self-containment. A woman wants a man who is already whole, someone she can join, not someone she has to complete. This is where real self-respect enters. Self-respect isn't loud, it doesn't brag, it doesn't posture, it has boundaries, it knows what it accepts and what it doesn't. When you have real self-respect, your energy changes. You stop accepting crumbs, you stop tolerating half-effort, you stop calling disrespect misunderstanding. And here's the key part, you don't announce your standards, you live them. That's what attracts quality women. Not women who want to be chased, but women who want partnership. Women who want depth, stability, presence. Female psychology gravitates toward men who respect themselves because self-respect signals self-knowledge. And a man who knows himself can lead, not dominate, but lead. Leadership isn't control. Leadership is responsibility. It's calm under pressure. It's consistency. It's emotional regulation. It tells her, I can trust you with my vulnerability. Most men never reach this place. They're too busy trying to be chosen. The men who do reach it don't chase it all. Women come to them, not because of looks, not because of money, because of character, because of groundedness, because of realness. Let's be clear. Understanding female psychology isn't manipulation. It's truth. Women respond to stability, character, authenticity, direction, self-respect. These aren't tactics, they're principles. When you live by principles, life gets simpler. You don't have to remember what you said, you don't have to perform, you don't have to manage perception, you just are. And authenticity can't be faked long term. Women sense incongruence immediately. She'll feel it before she explains it. That's why the answer isn't becoming someone else. It's becoming more you, but conscious, grounded, honest you. This requires work, real internal work. Looking at your patterns, your fears, your wounds, your beliefs. Most men avoid this. It's uncomfortable, it's humbling, it's quiet. But it's necessary. Without it, you're just another man seeking completion from women. And women can't build a future with that. They might date it, they won't chase it. Now let's talk about purpose. Because female psychology is deeply drawn to direction. Purpose isn't about money, it's about meaning, knowing what matters to you, and structuring your life around it. A man with purpose wakes up with intention. He's building, creating, moving forward. This is primal attraction. A man in motion is magnetic, even if he's not polished, even if he's not perfect. A stagnant man repels, no matter how charming he is. So ask yourself honestly, what are you building? What are you moving toward? What matters to you? If you don't know, start there. Not for her, for you. Because as you build, as you grow, as you align with purpose, women naturally respond. Not consciously, instinctively, they see a man going somewhere, and something inside them leans forward. Dating advice misses this. It focuses on texts, timing, lines. Those details barely matter. Who you are matters. Your stability matters. Your direction matters. Your integrity matters. Get those right, and the rest solves itself. She'll reach out. She'll make time. She'll pursue. Not because of games, because you represent what she's looking for. A real partner, a grounded man, a man who knows himself. This is female psychology at its core. Women chase men who are already whole. Men don't chase women. They become the man worth chasing. And then women show up. That's it. That's the truth. Now the question is simple. Will you chase or will you become? That choice decides everything. If this resonated, subscribe. This channel isn't about comfort, it's about clarity, and the journey always starts the same way, with you choosing you, so let this settle. You don't need to learn better lines, you don't need smarter tactics, you don't need to become louder, flashier, or more impressive. You need to become clear about who you are, clear about what you stand for, clear about where you're going. When a man is clear, he stops chasing outcomes. He stops chasing validation. He stops chasing people. He starts building. And that's when everything shifts. Because women don't chase men who want them. They chase men who want their own life. Men who would enjoy her but don't need her. Men who are open but not empty. Men who are grounded but still growing. That's not arrogance, that's wholeness. And wholeness is rare, so don't ask, how do I make her want me? Ask, what kind of man am I becoming every day? Because when you answer that honestly and act on it, you won't need to wonder where you stand. She'll make it clear. And if she doesn't, you'll still be standing strong. That's the win, that's the work, that's the path. If you're ready for that path, stay here. Subscribe. We're not here to chase, we're here to build. And once you build yourself, everything else follows.